The European flag, famously known for its 12 gold stars on a blue background, is turning 60 this year. Kenyan runner Meninda Marube has been winning race after race since he came to the United States. Hi Suzanne, I'm at Green Lake State Park and the weather could not be better. People are outside, they brought their dogs, the weather is beautiful and sunny and I don't even have to wear a jacket. Now this might be a little strange for mid-November, but scientists are actually saying that this might become the new norm for central New York. However, while he's been running, Marube has also been fighting to eat, to find a place to sleep, and to survive. Now, as a survivor of human trafficking, Marube is telling his story so that others know that they can get help. For Chase, the future is here at the Newhouse Innovation Center, where he can experiment with drone photography. Syracuse University is contributing to a major scientific breakthrough that may prove Albert Einstein right 100 years later. Welcome back to the Media Box on the 28th session of the Congress of Local and Regional Authorities. My name's Keely Sullivan and I'm joined today by Ms. Juliana Hoja. Ms. Hoja, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Now, if you drive around Syracuse, you might encounter some signs supporting the Green Party, such as this one right here. But when I talked to voters, many of them were either loyal Democrats or didn't know what the Green Party stood for in the first place. And can you just elaborate a little more what you mean by the true message of the referendum?
The true, the method of the referendum.
It wasn't until 1985 that the European Union also adopted the flag, and it's been a global symbol for European identity ever since. Reporting in Strasbourg, France at the Council of Europe, I'm Keely Sullivan. For the most part, Syracuse City Common Council meetings go quickly. That's in part because every one of the 9 council members is a Democrat, including Mayor Stephanie Miner. Former councilor at large Lance Deno says it's a little too friendly.
That's become an issue because not only are they all Democrats in the city of Syracuse, all the elected officials, but they're also, in many cases, personal friends of the mayor.
Deno is a former Democrat who switched to the Green Party for the upcoming election. He is one of 5 other candidates that are running under a green platform this year. That means focusing on the environment, workers' rights, and relying heavily on donations for campaign funding. Green Party candidate Howie Hawkins is back on the campaign trail after winning about 5% of the vote last year when he ran for governor. Now he is running for city auditor, and Hawkins says people are responding to the Green Party message.
A lot of people say, wow, nobody's called me about this election. And some people want to talk your ear off. It's hard to get off the phone.
Now, if you drive around Syracuse, you might encounter some signs supporting the Green Party, such as this one right here. But when I talked to voters, many of them were either loyal Democrats or didn't know what the Green Party stood for in the first place.
No, I don't think they're getting my vote at all, especially not Donald Trump.
In terms of their platform, I really don't know a whole lot about them, honestly, other than I think the legalization of marijuana.
This is true for the New York Green Party, but not the focus for local candidates. There has been little polling done this year, but Deno is hopeful this could be the year a Green can win.
Given the unique circumstances of this year's election, this could in fact be a winnable race.
Reporting in Syracuse for NCC News, I'm Keely Sullivan. Kenyan runner Meninda Marube came to the United States in 2010 to pursue his dream of becoming a professional athlete. What he found, however, seemed more like a nightmare.
The kind of welcoming that I got was not the ideal welcome that I could say is supposed to be in a first world country, and actually a country where freedom is emphasized.
After winning a race in Arkansas with no cash reward, Marube met a manager in Minnesota who promised success. Instead, he found himself poor, hungry, and exploited as a victim of human trafficking.
In most cases, traffickers have the sweetest tongue ever you'll ever meet. They'll promise you heaven, show you chocolates, show you everything of the sweet things. But when it comes to delivery, they deliver hell.
Marube left his manager less than a year later, but it wasn't until he won the annual Santa Barbara Marathon in 2011 that his life would turn around. There he met running coach Dan Campbell, who would take him in to live at his home in Auburn, Maine.
I went to Santa Barbara I ran out of desperation. It was total desperation, no training, total desperation, and I won the race.
Now, Marube is running a different kind of race. 3,700 miles from Auburn, Maine to Santa Barbara, California, to spread awareness about the fight against human trafficking. Marube took a detour to the Capitol to meet lawmakers interested in his story, though Marube himself doesn't want to stay in the spotlight.
I don't want people to think about running. It's about a manner of which I'm presenting the message.
Trafficking in the United States affects nearly 20,000 people. Of these victims, foreign athletes are commonly exploited, though their stories often go unheard.
The guy who won the Boston Marathon a couple of times has been taken for a ride. Most of these elite runners who come to this country, whether they will admit it or not, they are part of human trafficking at some point with their agents.
Marube started his run last month and will reach California this November. By the time Chase Gutman came to Syracuse University to study photojournalism, he already had an inspirational teacher, his father, Peter Gutman.
We have a very close relationship, and I've gotten to see his photographs throughout the years. I got to travel with him. It's just been really fun getting to grow as a photographer with him, and just learning so much about the craft through him.
Gutman's curiosity led him to adventure after adventure with photography, visiting over 50 countries in all 50 U.S. states to collect stories and experiences alike.
I was actually doing a story on New York City secrets, and one of the guys that I came across, his name is Tree, because he's 6'5", just a massive dude, and he looks after about 2,000 pigeons, and he actually used to compete with Mike Tyson.
But not only is Gutman a seasoned traveler, his work in travel photography has earned him recognition from USA Today, National Geographic, Instagram, and others. Gutman is also the two-time winner of the Young Travel Photographer of the Year Award in 2010 and 2013. At Syracuse University, the 18-year-old sophomore finds himself working with anyone who will let him, including electronic media communications executive producer and director Stu Lisson.
When you see an opportunity that's happening at the university and you think about it, you think of Chase. And the funny thing is, by the time you're thinking of Chase, he's already knocking on your door.
But the main reason he chose Syracuse, the opportunity to change the future of photography. For Chase, the future is here at the Newhouse Innovation Center, where he can experiment with drone photography.
I think perspective really makes a difference in any photograph. We're so used to seeing things way up and it looks really intimidating, but making it look smaller by going really high above it and looking down on it is pretty awesome because it's something totally new to people.
In the meantime, Gutman's working hard and looking ahead at where his next journey might be. Reporting in Syracuse for NCC News, I'm Keely Sullivan.